Hey there guys, it's me, Deviana Magenta, and today I want to talk to you about the scourge that is AI art. Now, I know a lot of you probably think AI art is harmless as long as you're not selling it, but that is completely not true. Loey, get off the table! Get 1 second. Get down. Okay. AI art is art theft. It uses the art of real human artists without their permission, and without credit to them, they don't get any royalties. It is pure and simple art theft. Even if you're getting it for free, somebody is still making money off of it. Loey, shh, I'm sorry. Somebody is still making money off of it, and it's not the artists who are getting stolen from. It is, a big corporation that spends a lot of money marketing to make it look like AI art is harmless. But it is really, really not. And I can assure you that the whole art community is suffering because of it. I used to be a commissions artist selling art like this one, D&D art, Stardew Valley characters, that sort of thing. I have not been able to sell a single commission ever since, ChatGDP and all of those came onto the scene, because they are taking away from all of the revenue of small commission artists like myself. It is impossible to make a living when there is a machine that can undercut your prices and sell what you can do for 99 cents. Something, why would anybody want to pay, $30 and wait for, 4 days to receive a piece of art when they could just pay basically nothing for it and have it in 15 seconds, And that's the problem right there, is that, people, they're motivated by their quick impulses. And I get it, I am too. I have, an extremely short attention span. But, this isn't how to do it, you guys. It's terrible for, people put in all of this hard work, and how do I describe this? It's okay, so I'm into hats, and I'm big into millinery, the trade of making hats. And the milliner trade is basically dead. And it got killed when, mass production came along. It used to be that everybody had a hat, and your hat was something that was special and unique to you, something that was made specifically for you, and a, outward expression of your inner personality. It was something that you used to demonstrate who you are, and there used to be milliners in just about every town. They were highly respected artists, and people paid them a lot of money to, make these hats for them. But milliners died out when mass production of hats happened, because why would I want to pay good money and wait for somebody to make me a custom hat for myself when I could just, buy one right now and have it right now? And sure, it's a little basic, there's no more personal expression in it, but, it was cheaper and I have it right now. And that's what killed the millinery trade, It killed it dead, and now people don't even really wear hats anymore, at all. And that is what I'm afraid will happen to art. I'm afraid that people will stop learning how to make art. I'm afraid that people will stop caring about art. Artists will go broke. People are gonna struggle, people are gonna suffer, and I'm afraid that it's gonna be like, I can't navigate without Google Maps, you know? And I'm afraid that it's gonna be like that, where, Loey buddy, come on. I'm sorry about that. I've got my cat in here and he's wanting attention. But it's a real and present danger that I think should not be the way that this is. Like, it's terrible, it's art theft, and I don't think it should be legal to use somebody's art like that without their permission. It's terrible that it happens at all, in my opinion. But even if, like, I could think of a few ways to make it less objectively horrifying. Like, if each AI used a specific database of, like, artists who gave their permission for them to use that, and, like, are getting royalties for each time their specific art gets used in a, AI work that's sold to people, I could see that being kind of decent, but even so, it's gonna make it so that people aren't making their own art, which I get, like, you can hire a commissions artist, and that is really good, in my opinion. Art is a real job. It's not like some made-up nonsense. I've had people tell me that art isn't real as a job, but it is. I assure you it is. People want to get paid for their work, and God, I don't even know where to go with this, because it's so just, it really pushes my buttons in a mean direction. But AI art, in my opinion, should be totally illegal. It should not be a thing at all. I get that it makes, like, character art more accessible to the masses and stuff. That's a cool thing. But there are, like, avatar makers and stuff for that. AI art is a whole new level, and it's art theft, and it's destroying the art community. I am just imagining a future where kids don't know how to make their own art at all. And that is horrifying to me, because art is such an important part of human expression that I don't even know, are we even human without it? At least in my opinion. It's really, really messed up that we're just outsourcing it to machines. I get that it's just a fad. A lot of people are telling me that I'm overreacting, that people will have moved on, but people were telling the same thing about millinery, and they were saying the same thing about, like, all kinds of things, like telephone operators and elevator operators and doormen and stuff like that. Artists deserve to have a living, and I get that the world doesn't give you a living and that capitalism sucks, but, like, I'm just so crushed. Like, I wasn't even particularly making a lot of money on my art, probably because I'm honestly not that good of an artist, compared to a lot of commissions artists. And I don't have a huge stake in the game, but there are people who have dedicated their entire lives to the pursuit of art, and it isn't fair to them that a machine can just come along and wipe out their entire life's work, And AI art, it's coming along, and it's taking away something that is part of what makes humans special. This isn't the way that everything is supposed to be. Like, the world was, on a track towards progress, and all the sci-fi said that AI art was going to take away your meaningless drudgery job and make it so that you could spend your life focusing on the things that matter, like art or your family. And instead, AI is taking over art so that you can focus on your mindless drudgery. What kind of world is that? What kind of world are we building? So I'm begging you guys, please do not buy AI art. Please don't even visit free AI art websites. Go to a real commissions artist. You know, pay for what you're getting, and pay a real artist. It's like supporting small creators as opposed to huge corporations. And these huge corporations are you know, basically committing a crime, but the only reason why nobody's cracked down on them about it is because we're in such new waters that there's no legislation surrounding it. And it's horrible that this is allowed to happen. Our consumer mindset has destroyed one of the things that is most sacred to our species. One of the things that makes us unique and sets us apart from all the badgers and beavers and things like that of the world. I don't even know how to begin with all of this stuff. Like, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm ranting and I'm rambling, but like, I needed to get this stuff off of my chest because it's something that's been weighing really heavily on my mind. I've been seeing it more and more often in, like, you know, Dungeons and Dragons groups I'm in on the internet and all sorts of other places, and I'm sure all the other artists out here will agree. Outsourcing this stuff to machines is not the way that this is supposed to be. It's really terrible, in my opinion. I don't know what else to say to you guys. I'm just begging at this point, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. So, pretty much, I wanted to tell you guys that we live in a capitalist society, and that means that we vote with our money. And if you are buying AI art or even visiting free AI art websites, you are supporting art theft and the destruction of culture. I don't want to see what happened to millinery, you know, the hat trade, happen to art. I don't want to see part of each person's individualism just corporatized and turned into all parts of cogs of a horrible machine. Please just, you know, if you have a thing to say, go ahead and say it in the comments. I get that this is a debate, different people agree on different things. Like, I understand that making good art available to the masses is, like, an important thing, but I think that people should learn to make their own art or respect people who have put in the skills to do so. And I think that art theft should definitely be illegal. It really sucks. This is, like, painful for me, and I want to see it end. I'm tired of all of this. It's really frustrating and scary for me, and I get that I just don't like change to some extent, but, like, what is going on, y'all? I'm sorry, I just needed to rant. I know this video was super disorganized and stuff, but yeah. Have a good one.